Hi everyone, I'm thilsey and welcome to this little video of makeovers of your Sims that I'm adding to my game as potential love interests or friends for my not-so-berry rose sim Sienna. I hope you'll enjoy the makeovers, and if you want to submit more Sims, you can upload them on the gallery using the hashtag thilseytownies. Let's start off these makeovers by Sims made by Genova Sims. These are the Moon siblings. I'm assuming twins, I'm not sure, but they are, well, I had to age them down, so they are currently teenagers. And let's start off with Alyssa's personality first. She is wanting to be fabulously wealthy, and her traits are materialistic and a kleptomaniac. And her brother, who I'm gonna show a makeover of in a second, his name is Aaron. His aspiration is that he wants to be a painter, and his traits are snob and jealous. But I also gave myself the freedom to invent their entire backstory, so let me just get into that. So I see them as a very rich, very bougie. Their vibe is very extravagant, I would say. That is because their father owned some kind of big, really successful company, but recently he passed away, so these two are left just entirely on their own, which is also why they are both actually wearing quite a bit of black, not just because it's sleek and cool looking. It is also because they are currently mourning the loss of their father. But you might be wondering, where is their mother? Well, she left them when they were toddlers, so they have been living with their father their entire life, who was also absent for most of it because he was obviously busy running the company. So both of them ended up with very interesting personalities. Both of them are quite difficult in different ways. As I said, Alyssa, well, she's materialistic, which isn't necessarily bad, but she's also a kleptomaniac. And Aaron is a snob, which, okay, that bougie side, that explains it, but he's also jealous. And both these could be just them trying to earn some love and affection. Alyssa, by kleptomaniac, she wants to own things, take possession of things or people, so that is her way of finding love. And Aaron, it's kind of more self-explanatory. He is just jealous. He wants to have things for himself. They couldn't have a mother, now they can't even have a father. Both of them are trying to cling on to whatever they have. They have a lot of material things, but when it comes to relationships, they really need to cling on to them hard and not let go. I hope you like what I did with them. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. This is Mike Angle. He was made by Louis21. I also had to age him down to a teenager, so also had to change his face a little bit, shrink his jaw, and he lost his facial hair that I gave him in the end. I just kind of forgot to age him down, so I'm gonna be doing some little adjustments during this speed cast that are kind of out of order, so sorry about that. But let's talk about Mike. He is a master chef. His traits are overachiever and childish, and in his description it said that he is an aspiring chef and he is looking for a life partner. So he seems very romantic, very sweet, just very gentle. In my opinion, his ideal dates would be cooking together, picking some fresh ingredients for the food, making food for his partner, experimenting with dishes, and maybe he will be really good at fishing and gardening, so he could collect his own ingredients and make everything from scratch and very, very fresh. He is still a teenager, but he's definitely on the path to have those skills. Next up, we have a household made by Resume02. This is Savannah Rue. She is a freelance botanist. Her traits are vegetarian and cheerful. And in her description, it says that she is a Sulani girl, which is so cute. And in my game, at least, so different because I don't even have Sulani currently, so it's kind of fun just to pretend for a little bit. But let me give you her backstory. It does involve the sim that is next in the makeovers, so his name is Daniel Gray. We'll get to him in a second. But she moved to the city as an exchange student from Sulani to experience something different. San Myshuno is probably very different from Sulani, so she just kind of wanted to see the world, go away from her island for a bit and see something different that she maybe wouldn't. And Daniel is a part of her host family, so she's living with him while she's in Sulani. So that's how those two get to know each other. But she's kind of missing home. City is not really for her, unfortunately. indefinitely, so I don't think that she will be staying forever, but who knows, maybe Sienna manages to change her mind if those two become very close. I guess we will see in the future. Now this is Daniel Gray. His aspiration is a mansion baron and his traits are romantic and outgoing. In his description, he is classed as a city boy, and in my just made up backstory, aside from being Savannah's host family, he wants to experience what the city has to offer, and because of his aspiration, he wants to move into a big, huge, luxurious penthouse, host so many parties, and meet and mingle with a lot of celebrities. So fame is definitely on his mind, maybe in something creative. He is still a teenager, so he's still kind of discovering himself, but he does seem to be very creative, maybe very into fashion. So I think that the fashion district is probably his favorite part of San Myshuno. Lastly, we have two Sims made by Starry Night Sims. This is Azalea Chrome. Her aspiration is friends of the animals and her traits are gloomy and vegetarian. She is actually the founder of the original creators Chromatic Legacy Challenge, and that is supposed to be Generation Bubblegum. So she is very pink, and I hope you don't mind that I kind of just took your legacy founder. I just absolutely loved her so much. She's just so gorgeous. But obviously I did my best to keep her pink, and I think that she is very sweet, trying to make everyone happy and cheerful all the time despite her being gloomy. Maybe she doesn't like when people are sad because she knows what that feels like, and it really sucks. So she does her best to make everyone around her feel happy. She's very caring for all beings. Obviously she loves animals, she's vegetarian, so she's just very caring, very sweet overall. And with her, we have her friend Talia Bailey, whose aspiration is a master actress. Her traits are foodie and she hates children. In my mind, she is strong, independent, fierce, kind of a fashion icon, I would say. Her outfits are just on point. I did my best to try to make that clear. I don't really know if I did it quite well, but you be the judge of that, I guess. Because she hates children, she really does not want to deal with any of that. She just wants to stay young and hot forever. No kids will be ruining her body ever. She is a bit of a drama queen, loves to gossip, knows everything about everyone. Maybe Sienna would find that to be very useful. And Talia knows Azalea because they've been friends since preschool. So despite their very different personalities, they still hang out. They've known each other their entire life. Sometimes those friendships are just a thing. I hope you enjoyed all of the makeovers, and thank you so much for submitting your Sims. I absolutely loved all of them, and I really hope that you like what I did with them and that I got everything right, that they are kind of how you imagined them to be. I did give myself the freedom to invent most of their backstories and everything, but that was just so fun. And like I said at the beginning, if you want to submit any more sims, you can do so on the hashtag thilsey. I'm looking forward to seeing them. And now you can move on to the next episode of the Not So Berry challenge, where Sienna meets some of these sims.